Good day, everybody. It is January 24th, 2:04 p.m. That's right, AM. Going to talk about in this podcast the status of Ethereum. Everything's been going up. From my point of view, it is somewhat underperforming against all the major coins. If you're on my webinar tonight, you'd know which altcoins are doing really good, even compared to Bitcoin. I'd encourage you to attend those. All right, so I'm looking at basic report. Bitcoin has gone up. It's just over $1,600 on the last check here, and I'm looking at the overall historical view. So it's in a 3 year. It's not as flat. So let's say since July, Ethereum and overall crypto space has not really moved. It's been range bound since July last year, but it is approaching 1600. It's been really flat. I'm seeing a lot of positive volume, but it's been drifting since around January 9th. And also the same thing on the sentiment analysis. It's declined a little bit. It peaked, really peaked on the 23rd, declined, and then I don't know where it goes from there, but that's an interesting metric. Um, Also, I'm looking at now this is in Tether, and one thing I'm seeing there is a little bit of a slippage, 0.003%. It's not too bad actually. That's in Ethereum USDT. Now, in terms of dominance, I would say between let me think here, 18% dominance roughly for Ethereum, second biggest crypto out there, and I'm looking at all the different research papers and all that. So, in terms of roadmap, there's nothing upcoming, it looks like, at all. Not that I'm seeing. And obviously, those can have some really big impact. The circulation has dropped down a little bit. It did peak about a month ago, but it's flattened out. So, I'm just trying to see here. Ethereum, lots of coins being traded in Ethereum. Uh, Yeah, quite a few. I'm not a fan of trading in Ethereum, but I would prefer to trade it real McCoy, US dollar on Kraken Exchange. Mhm. So who's holding what in terms of share? Uh, in terms of who's holding what of total volume here? I see BTCX at 0.66, sorry, 1.08. Uh, GLEC 1.97, XT. These are exchanges holding crypto, 24-hour volume and share. But all the biggest ones, all the big exchanges like Coinbase and Coinbase and Binance are not reported here. Lots of trades are taking place. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking at the order book. There's much more bids than asks currently, and yeah, I can see the foot map here, and that was generated 6:54 p.m. And I am looking at the GitHub activity, which is really important as well for projects. We have an Ethereum account for GitHub activity. It was over 800 not too long ago, and it's dropped back and it's trended down since then. Peaked all the way in uh, probably sometime in August 2022. Interesting stat for development on the Ethereum blockchain. Technical analysis, what I'm seeing here, if there was a classic entry, that would have taken place probably about 3, 4 days ago. That's on the simple moving average, on the just simple cross with 20 and 50. And it is hovering over on the RSI, sorry, this is on the CCI. So that's a commodity channel index. So that is over the overbought signal. I've talked about the moving average crosses and Arun. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of buying signals here since probably the 15 last week. And the oscillator, yeah, it's pushing towards a lot of buys right now. That's why you're seeing the price go up. Fibonacci support, it's above the point 0.5 level on the price there, just over, just bounced on the 1500. So right now I am estimating that right there at around 1600 it's at. So it's still within the golden zone as they call it for entry. So now's the time if you want to continue on that momentum. Uh, there's not much else to report. Uh, Rolling standard deviation is not fully caught up yet on the quantitative. That can be useful. I'm not seeing anything else of significance. But again, if you want to know more about all this and see how I trade, go to quantlabs.net/books. There you'll get some free technical trading secret tools that I use on Windows and an actual stock screener in open source that you can try out. It pretty well runs on any OS operating system. So that's pretty well it. Again, that's at quantlabs.net/books. Hopefully this will help you out. We shall talk to you later. Have a good day.